Beneath the waves of the Atlantic, beyond the memory of man, lies a secret. A city so advanced, so magnificent, that it was said to rival even the gods. But in a single day and night, it vanished. This is the story of Atlantis, the lost civilization the world can't forget, and perhaps was never meant to remember. Was Atlantis just a myth? Or was it a real place, erased from history? Our journey begins with a man named Plato, not a prophet or a mystic, but a philosopher, one of the greatest minds of ancient Greece. In 360 BCE, he wrote 2 dialogues, Timaeus and Critias. In them, he spoke of an island nation called Atlantis. According to Plato, Atlantis lay beyond the Pillars of Hercules, what we now know as the Strait of Gibraltar. It was a vast empire, larger than Libya and Asia combined, with advanced technology, rich culture, powerful armies, and a deep understanding of the cosmos. But Atlantis became greedy, corrupt, and ambitious. It tried to conquer the known world, and in response, the gods struck it down. Plato said the entire island was swallowed by the sea in just one day and one night. For over 2,000 years, scholars have debated, did Plato invent Atlantis as a moral lesson? Or was he passing down a memory, something older than Egypt, older than Mesopotamia, perhaps even older than time itself? Some believe Plato was referencing an even more ancient tale, one passed to him from Egyptian priests who kept records of distant cataclysms and forgotten empires. If true, Atlantis may have been real, a place remembered only in fragments, buried in sand or beneath the sea. What's fascinating is how similar stories exist all around the world. In Hindu texts, there's the story of Dwarka, a magnificent city ruled by Lord Krishna, said to have sunk beneath the waves. In Native American and Central American traditions, legends speak of great floods wiping out golden cities and lost peoples. The Aztecs believed in Aztlan, a mysterious homeland across the ocean. Even in Norse mythology, there's a tale of a great world-ending flood, Ragnarok. Is it all coincidence? Or are these stories distorted memories of the same forgotten disaster? One of the strongest scientific theories connects Atlantis to the island of Santorini, once home to the Minoan civilization. Around 1600 BCE, a massive volcanic eruption tore the island apart, triggering tsunamis and plunging the region into chaos. Some believe this could have inspired Plato's tale, but others argue the timeline doesn't match, and that Atlantis was not in the Mediterranean, but the Atlantic. Could a more advanced civilization have existed, one with knowledge of geometry, astronomy, and seafaring, that vanished without leaving a trace? If so, what could wipe such a culture from the record? In 1513, an Ottoman admiral named Piri Reis drew a world map unlike anything seen before. It depicted parts of South America and what appears to be the coastline of Antarctica, centuries before it was officially discovered. Some believe the map was copied from older, now lost charts. Evidence, they say, of a civilization with global knowledge, possibly Atlantis. In 1665, Athanasius Kircher, a German scholar, drew a map placing Atlantis near the Azores in the Atlantic Ocean. It looked eerily like Plato's description. And then there's the Richat Structure in Mauritania, a strange, spiral-shaped geological formation visible from space. Some claim it matches Plato's concentric ring layout of Atlantis almost exactly. Some go even further, suggesting Atlantis was not entirely human. They propose connections to ancient aliens or survivors from a previous global civilization, perhaps one that existed before the last ice age. These ideas are controversial, but they persist because the mystery remains unsolved. If Atlantis did exist, why is it not in our history books? Some argue that its destruction was so complete, it left no trace. Others believe it was deliberately erased, suppressed by later powers who feared what its knowledge represented. Or perhaps, it was never meant for us to know. A warning encoded in myth, a whisper from the deep. Atlantis may never be found. Or maybe we've already found it and just don't know what we're looking at. It lives in our imagination, in books, in ruins, in strange maps and forgotten names. A city of memory, myth, and mystery. Was it real? That we may never know. If you listen closely, you can still hear the waves whispering its name, Atlantis. If you enjoyed this journey through forgotten history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drift deeper with us into the mysteries of the past. Good night, and thank you for watching Bedtime History.